Good morning, everybody. Roger Susanin here. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday, Valentine's Day. Let's take a look at some of our top stories. Many cities and towns across Connecticut are still in cleanup mode after Winter Storm Birch. We're still seeing several school and organization delays right now, including Meriden schools who have a 2-hour delay. You can find the entire list right now on our website, WFSB.com, or the WFSB News app. Well, some ride-share app drivers with Uber and Lyft plan to go on strike this afternoon. They're calling for no rides out of Bradley International Airport. Those drivers say they're seeing less money from each ride, and they also tell us it's too easy for their accounts to be deactivated based on a phony claim from a rider. Uber has responded to this by saying they do take feedback from drivers seriously, and they will work on those safety features. And new this morning, a former police officer in Washington state has been charged in a Waterbury rape case, and he'll be in front of a judge today. Police tell us Niemki Amichia is already facing rape charges in Washington, and his DNA was linked to that case in Waterbury. We're told back in 2016, a man impersonating a police officer entered a woman's home, pretended to arrest her, and assaulted her. Police say the victim was able to ID that suspect from a picture. And we're looking to learn more about the person who was killed in a fire in Chaplain. The State Police Major Crimes Unit was on the scene throughout the night. Investigators spent much of the evening combing through debris with large machinery. Now, we first brought you this story as it was breaking yesterday morning, and firefighters rushed out to that scene just before 5 a.m. At this point, we still do not know the identity of the victim, but the fire chief tells us that one man lived in that home.
The Senate really ought to take seriously the message that was sent is that we're serious about securing the border, and the Secretary's failed to do his job.
Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas will soon sit in front of the Senate for an impeachment trial after Republicans in the House voted to impeach him by just one single vote. Republicans accuse Mayorkas of violating immigration laws and failing to handle the border crisis at the southern border. But the coming impeachment trial will likely be very, very brief because, remember, Democrats control the Senate, and they are very likely to acquit Mayorkas. And happening later today, Governor Ned Lamont continues his push to ramp up funding for early childhood education. Earlier this month, the governor presented a budget proposal that would increase that program by nearly $45 million in 2025. This morning at 11, Governor Lamont will ask the General Assembly to approve that plan. And in Waterford, we've learned the struggling Crystal Mall is losing its last anchor store. JCPenney just announced its store inside that mall will shut down by May 25th. The location in Waterford is just one of 6 JCPenney locations throughout our state. Macy's moved out of Crystal Mall also back in 2021. And today in East Hartford, the police department will host its Coffee with a Cop event. Community members are invited to spend a little time getting to know their local law enforcement officers. This special Valentine's Day edition of the event will take place from 8 to 10 o'clock this morning at Dunkin' Donuts on Silver Lane. Pretty cool, Scott.
Yep, 7:03 is now the time. Love is in the air and ice is on the ground. Be careful underfoot and under tire this morning on this Valentine's Day. There could be some icy spots due to refreeze. Boy, what an amount of snow we had yesterday. Farmington, 15.5 inches. That is unbelievable. Wow, but believable. It did come. First Alert Futurecast and First Alert Live Radar both scanning dry. You might see a little flurry out there in parts of the state. Not a big deal. Satellite and radar is trying to bring these snow showers in from the Great Lakes, and most are not succeeding. We've got mostly clear skies out there for you this morning, and it really is a beautiful start, but it's windy, and that wind is making the temperatures feel substantially colder. Here comes the sun, 28 degrees, but notice that wind out of the northwest at 14 in Hartford. That's making that 28 feel like it's in the teens. Look at this abundant sunshine, though. Absolutely gorgeous out there. High pressure in control today. There goes Winter Storm Birch, and here comes another clipper. This is tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. It's approaching with a little bit of snow. It's a clipper system. They move fast, come through the state, and drop a little bit of snow into the forecast area. We're calling for 1 to 2 inches in the shaded areas of white and blue. Again, there could be an inch or two tomorrow evening. Not today, not tomorrow during the day, but tomorrow evening. So the roads might get a little coated up in parts of northern Connecticut particularly. Temperatures out there right now in the low 20s, mid to upper upper 20s, 31 in New Haven. That's a great number. 30 in Groton, also a great number. But you got to factor in the fact that it's a little bit colder than yesterday, anywhere from 3 to 8 to 3 to 7 degrees colder than yesterday. Yesterday we were colder than the day before. And tomorrow we're going to be colder than this morning. Wind speeds sustained to 14 in Salisbury, Windsor Locks, Hartford. And there are gusts out there this morning to 30 in Meriden, 29 at Bradley, 29 at Brainerd, 22 in Chester and Willimantic. This is what it feels like when you're walking out the door. Single-digit real feels in Salisbury. It feels like it's 9. This is really bundle-up weather. Torrington, 12, 16 at Bradley, Tolland, Putnam, Chester, 17 at Brainerd, Meriden, Danbury. It's chilly out there. You get the point. 15 in Waterbury. All right, so your forecasted highs today call for numbers in the upper 20s, low 30s. Don't forget the wind. It's going to make the temperatures feel like they're between 15 and 25 as we move throughout the day today. All right, once again, the wind chill value is very chilly out there this morning. Let's take a look at your 7-day forecast. Light snow tomorrow night. 1 to 2 inches expected tomorrow evening, giving you that first alert. Friday looks good. Mostly cloudy to start, partly sunny by the afternoon. It's going to be breezy, making that temperature of 39 feel a little bit cooler. Some snow showers around on Saturday. Doesn't look like a big weather maker, but we do want to bring to your attention, giving you the first alert. You will see some flakes in the air on Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday, Tuesday looking pretty good with partly to mostly sunny skies and moderating temperatures. Monday and Tuesday, we're talking about 39 and 41 degrees. That's a check of your first alert forecast. Roger, we'll send it back to you.
All right, thanks, Scott. And thank you for watching Eyewitness News. Remember, you can get news, weather, and traffic updates anytime, 24 hours a day on the WFSB News app. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and happy Valentine's Day. We'll see you soon.